Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Welcome to the Bottle Cat Media Podcast, episode number... Okay, just making sure I'm recording on that one.
The squeakle.
The
squeakle.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. Shipwrecked. Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked, you pleb.
Dude, you gotta nail the pun.
Are you an actual lover of cinema?
Why, yes I am.
So, how are you guys doing? What, are you guys watching anything, listening to anything, playing anything?
This podcast.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good one.
So do we want to introduce ourselves first before we get into it?
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah. Yes, I'm Miguel, host and MC.
I am Kevin. I come here every once in a while.
And I'm Jobby. I also come here once in a while.
Cool. I need to remember to do that because I don't, and that's actually pretty important.
Yeah.
Because I'll always it's just a good way to start the podcast out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not everyone is has a high enough intellect to catch up with the podcast, so we had to keep reintroducing
Exactly.
ourselves.
Yeah.
It's always good to show contempt for your audience.
There you go.
That's right. That's kind of a strange thing, right? I feel like a lot of creators they hold contempt for their audiences.
Well, it's like, as a content creator, like I get the mentality, definitely,
Yeah.
but then you just kind of have to like step back and say, they made me.
No,
Yeah, I know.
We
made you.
Yeah, they're the reason why you're at the spot you are.
Right.
So like there really is no reason to hold
They
contempt.
can destroy
And
you.
This
Obviously.
weekend I kind of realized because there were the first podcast that we uploaded didn't work out right off the bat.
Yeah.
And all the people were mentioning it in the comments, and like my initial reaction was to be like, "Oh, fuck you guys! I worked hard. You guys don't know."
They're wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But like it was all really solid criticism, like, and I guess input. Like, yes, there was no audio. Pay attention, you monkey.
Exactly.
So
there's valuable information to be had through audience
you
feedback.
a lot of the time I think you just have to let your ego go and then kind of just take that.
And really,
criticism.
this is kind of like an interesting topic to go through, where it's like, for like every bad comment that you see, like, on a video, that's a minority of a minority. Because like you see the total views of your video, and then you look at the amount of comments that there are, and then in those comments, the amount of negative comments there are, it's like 0.00 something.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like there really is no reason to get upset about it. Yeah.
Well, unless you're like the irate gamer.
Oh,
Do you know?
Like, what? No, I do know what Chris Boris.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Oh no, I'm just saying. Like everyone's like shitting on him because he's like a ripoff of AVGN apparently.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's okay now because he does like Skylander.
Yeah.
that really?
Yeah, he does.
Interesting.
He found his
I guess
niche.
you
I
just
guess.
have to find your niche. I think that's a big part of being on YouTube is finding your niche, because if you do, then you get your dedicated audience.
That's right.
Just Skylanders, I didn't even think there was a
thing.
Apparently it is.
Strangely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the Disney Infinity. That was kind of like a thing for a while until they pulled the plug on that.
That's right.
Right.
Because Skylanders was better.
Yeah.
I guess.
Which is funny because you would think that Disney, since they have all the properties, you think they would have the more like the hold on that, like
Right.
What's it called?
Yeah.
I can't think of the word. But
I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge to speak about Skylanders or Disney.
yeah, neither do I. But
Sorry, I'm just paying attention. I'm just looking at the waveforms.
I saw
No,
you.
that's fine.
Is it too high or what?
Huh?
Was it,
No, because it's like it's delayed. So I thought we weren't recording. It was just showing the bar move, but no waveform.
Oh.
But then it'll pop in.
Well,
okay.
thank fuck for that.
I was getting. I was like, hold on, stop talking. Stop talking.
You
not
fix it up in post.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I back to the question that I'm gonna ask you guys every podcast. Are you guys watching anything or listening to any?
Not really. Right now, I'm just I just got back from Delaware again. So I didn't really have a chance to really do much. I've been kind of watching Punisher, but I haven't really finished that. I know we talked about it last time,
a
but
little bit. Yeah.
I haven't really gotten any further in that. I'm playing World of Warcraft again.
Oh, are you really?
So that's one thing I've kind of been
Dedicated some time
occupying some time with. So they had like a sale when I think around the Thanksgiving, like Black Friday thing went down. So they had a sale, so I bought the new expansion. So I've been playing that, and I talked to Oscar about it last time we hung out.
Yeah.
So I've been leveling up my tune.
Nice.
So I've been doing that and just kind of getting back into that world, if you will.
Right. Did you ever play Destiny?
I played the demo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I never got any further in it.
I've been playing a lot of that. Like,
yeah.
I'll go through I go like 2 or 3 days without playing it, and then I'll play it again, but I'll play it for like 4 hours.
Okay.
I feel like it's like World of Warcraft light.
Yeah.
Because it has a lot of the same like MMO
It's
elements, but nothing as complicated. It's a lot of fun.
But what's the point of playing Destiny anymore? There's no Peter Dinklage.
Oh, I know.
You know what? I actually kind of like Dinklebot. Because I actually
Dinkelberg.
A lot of the criticisms that they had for him was that his voice seems too dry. He kind of was just talking.
Is that why they got rid of him? Or did he just quit?
He probably just didn't want to come back to
I guess record the DLC stuff. Because the fans, they weren't really liking his.
That's too bad. Yeah.
His just dry take on it,
Right.
which I think worked for a robot.
Yeah.
And they brought in Nolan North, which worked too. It was fine.
Nolan North
But
is like
they re-recorded all the lines.
Yeah,
though, huh?
they did. Yeah, from the get-go.
That's insane.
Yeah, right. Like that's kind of like a big. fuck
Nolan
you to
North
Peter
is a trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those voice actors. Are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You know, like they sit in like a booth like alone with just the director through their earpieces, and they have to like grunt to themselves.
Yeah.
Talk to themselves basically. It's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, like Troy Baker. He's the guy from The Last of Us and
the Joker.
Yeah. He's the Joker.
There's a good Mark Hamill.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
All those guys. Props to them.
Props to them. Big ups. Big ups.
Yeah.
Well, to answer your question, Miguel, for me, I haven't been watching much. I mean, I did finish The Punisher like a while ago. And as for games, I'm still playing Hollow Knight.
Oh, you're trying to get through it.
I'm stuck on this boss that's just it's wrecking my shit.
Oh,
it's
God.
like I beat Cuphead, but like Hollow Knight I think it's harder.
Really?
Really?
Because Cuphead's pretty hard, right? I never played
Cuphead's
it,
pretty hard, and I do occasionally play Cuphead too because it's just fantastic. It's amazing. I love it so much.
Are there any ranged abilities in Hollow Knight, or is it just like all mainly like you have like a range with your melee?
Mostly it's just melee, but like you do have like ranged supers. Whenever you attack enemies, you fill up like a super meter. You get soul basically, and then you can spend the soul on like either healing yourself or shooting a ranged attack, and just a bunch of balancing of that, and shit's moving on the screen.
Yeah,
it's a fun time, but it also makes me want to like pull my hair out.
The art style for that game looks really cool.
Oh yeah, it's I think it's underrated. Honestly, Hollow Knight needs more attention, and it's goddamn $15 on Steam.
That's right.
Jesus, go play it.
PC gaming.
PC Master Race.
Yeah, exactly. Console peasant.
You're playing WoW then, but I didn't even make the I didn't even make the connection that you have to play that on a PC. Are you playing on a laptop?
Console.
Just somehow jerry
Yeah, I know.
Xbox.
You can confess your sins here.
Yeah, I know.
There's no
No,
judgment.
I've been playing on a PC.
Wait, did you?
No, it's a PC we've had there, and it's in the
just
living
like
room.
a workstation.
Yeah, yeah. My dad put a good graphics card in it, and it still runs it pretty well, man. I don't really have any issues with it.
Okay, you're off the hook for now.
Yeah.
When are you gonna build one?
Yeah. That'll be my next project next year.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are fun. If you need help, let me know. I built jobbies on Eddie's laptop.
And you did a goddamn great job. It's still holding up. After
Yeah,
like
and I was thinking,
few. How long has it been since you built it?
It's been I built it last year, right? I'm pretty sure, like early last year. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still holds up.
Good. I'm glad.
Just occasionally dust it, and it's all good.
It's all good.
I've been thinking about getting like a gaming laptop because this last trip to Delaware, I just thought about it. I was like, man, this is kind of especially because right now because I'm playing World of Warcraft. I was like, maybe it'd be a good idea to get one of those. That way, like when I'm over there, I can play instead of work.
Yeah.
There are. You have a Switch though.
Yeah,
it's basically
that's true.
It's basically the same thing, right? You have Doom.
Yeah, I have Doom on Xbox though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say because usually gaming laptops, I kind of dissuade people from getting it. But in your case, it really worked. I mean, it makes sense because you travel so much. So I'm gonna link you some stuff. I think you'll.
Now, there's a question I've always had about gaming laptops and like how they're kind of like they're, I guess, talked of as like on the go gaming. Does that mean that whenever you want to play a game, you had to like set up like a mouse and like the whole thing, or do you use the trackpad somehow?
I mean, you can get one of those little portable mouses. I know I saw one for like $11 on Amazon.
Yeah.
'Cause one of the guys was telling me that when I was out there. But I guess you could use the trackpad. I mean, it's probably just not as convenient.
Yeah.
for-
But even like setting up a mouse sounds kind of inconvenient.
Yeah,
Like
true
if you
that.
do it frequently, that is.
For most games, I don't think I have a friend who plays all of his games. Whenever he would play a game on his computer, he'd play on a laptop, and he would use a trackpad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it would drive me insane. Because there's just some games that just don't work with it.
He's
No,
not playing
well,
how I play.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
That's essentially the PC community.
Yeah, that's basically.
But I carry. That's my backpack.
We're
too far away.
DCEU fans.
That's right.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean,
Roast me comments. Roast me.
there are small like mice you can take. Wired is usually the way to go, but they have wireless versions too, and you just use your keyboard in the same way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I know people who take like dedicated keyboards, but that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I bet they have like multicolored LEDs.
RGBs,
RGB,
100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
So I'm not a big not necessarily a big PC person, but I'm not big like into tech. How are those water cooling systems with like PCs? I think we've talked about it before,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I actually because they're no, we've gone down this rabbit hole. Don't stop me if I go too far. Because there are different systems you can get for your computer. There are systems like all-in-one coolers where it's just like for water cooling systems you need a pump, a reservoir, and radiator to dissipate the heat.
Stop! You said
Yeah.
radiator. I'm lost.
So and all-in-ones are pretty much those three components in one
Yeah.
package. So you install it onto your CPU, and then you mount the radiator onto your case, and it just cools it with water instead of just air. You still have to connect fans to it because that has to cool down the radiator from overheating, because otherwise it won't dissipate the heat. But you could also get systems where you can custom build them. So you can get all the parts separately and then just assemble it yourself. It's the same concept, except it's just not all on one connect, and you can customize it a little bit more.
I assume it's pricier, right?
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
But more effective.
There are kits.
it's kind of a
coming out.
novelty. Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely for enthusiasts and for performance.
Yeah.
Enthusiasts. You can get really
the same people who get
sophisticated.
water coolers get RGBs in their case.
Oh, they'll like install lights in the water somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like you can get really sophisticated.
I've seen some pretty cool rigs. Like
like
yeah.
there are levels to even that game.
Yeah.
Like there's hard tubing, which like those are the ones that really cool bends you see, and there are the soft tubing, which is like the entry level ones, which is just easier to work with. But you can do a lot of cool stuff with them.
Yeah.
They sell kits to like starting kits to get you started,
Mhm.
but you can just get like your own custom pieces and assemble
Gotcha.
it yourself. Yeah.
Well, the moral of the story is Kevin should get a PC.
Yeah, I know.
tell them in the
custom
comments down
PC.
below.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure a lot of people will.
Yeah.
That's a very heated topic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. No, I'm gonna link you some laptops though, because I think
Okay.
you would definitely benefit from a laptop.
Because I have my work laptop, but I think having like I just don't want to do anything
Yeah,
on that.
well,
Obviously.
if you can have, I don't know. It's up to you if you can have just like one dedicated machine for both. Like,
Yeah.
Instead of having
Yeah.
two laptops in your backpack, just one.
yeah.
Because I used to game on this laptop
Mm.
just solely, and like
Yeah.
I would just have a mouse and have it on a desk.
Republic of Gamers.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just noticed it said that. Wow.
yeah.
That's relatable.
That's the thing about gaming laptops is that they always have like some sort of game.
Yeah, I know.
Like gamer
it's like-
gaming
yeah.
and
It's like the like how Discord runs their stuff. You know, like when you fire it up, it's like
Yeah.
firing up the memes. It's like we're hip, we're cool.
Yeah.
Gaming, am I right?
it's a little heavy-handed. The
Chick Hydro. Well, yeah, like as speaking as like, I guess you could call me like a PC convert, because like
Yeah.
before I could afford it, I was like, I'll stick with my Wii. You know, it's like console gaming, it's fine. But then like after getting a PC, after you so graciously built it for me, it's it really got me back into gaming.
Yeah.
Because like before that, I didn't even game.
see
that
that,
much.
yeah.
No.
Like there's just so much options.
Yeah. I guess I've always been a console player, anyways.
Yeah.
I've always
Like
been
like
oh fucking pleb.
like removing removing the whole like counter argument against PCs, was like, oh, you just care about the graphics. It's gameplay, not graphics.
Yeah.
It's like even removing that,
Uh-huh.
it's like the amount of options that you have to
Yeah.
game on the PC. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just like, well, you're not gonna get Nintendo products on
Yeah.
there, but like
Yeah.
everything else, it's good.
Mhm.
And you know, you could always plug in a controller and you're all good to say.
That's your comment.
That's one of the.
Well, if you're fine, you're running the standard mode.
How many FPS do
Yeah,
you get,
My-
nerd?
my-
you fucking casual.
Yeah.
My supremacy is showing.
That's right.
No, the graphics are definitely like,
Well, like-
not a downgrade.
I think from after gaming on a after playing video games on a PC for so long and going,
You could say gaming. It's not a dirty word.
it just sounds.
But
funny.
but it's funny though because I've always technically been a PC gamer.
Yeah,
Because I played WoW, I played Diablo, I played StarCraft, I played all that.
Yeah.
Basically every Blizzard game I played. Even as a kid, I've always been a PC gamer.
Right.
It's just something I've just never really like.
Really like delved.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
It's not something you found pride in.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Because
part-
honestly, it's really not something to
it's-
be proud of.
it's-
It's just the system. It's just a platform.
Yeah.
At first, it's kind of intimidating too.
Uh-huh.
Because
I think that's kind of why I've never made the jump. I always feel like I don't really know that much about that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah,
if something fucks up, I'd
just like-
probably be like lost.
Yeah, no, it's
Uh-huh.
it's really frustrating.
Tom's hardware.
That's-
There
yeah.
you go.
Forums are great for that.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's true. It's frustrating because sometimes you won't have the answer because
Yeah.
sometimes there's just issues that are very specific to your own system.
Yeah.
Like right now with my computer, I'm having a hard time reading files off of hard drives, like mechanical drives.
Yeah.
Unless I restart it, like after the initial
weird.
boot up, it's just bonkers. It just doesn't make sense. So like
See, this wouldn't happen if you had an Xbox.
Yeah, but could you game and watch porn on Xbox? Well, yeah, you can
now.
You can. You can, but like without like the internet connection on consoles are not as great as on computers.
probably
right?
not.
Yeah, there you go. I rest my case.
but
It all comes down to that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I have no other topics for humor. I'm a hack.
God.
Well, you know what they say.
If in any case, I'll just use the camera audio. That's not
Okay.
a big deal. It's just for some reason it stopped recording for a little bit, but it's rolling now.
Ah.
Okay.
Love is blind.
Love is blind.
To-
Especially after this weekend, I've tried not to stress too much about like errors
Yeah.
because it stops you from actually working.
Oh yeah.
You have to find ways to like work around to get that stuff out.
I feel the same way. Like after the move that I took and like working
having
in
to
the new setup,
having to redo your whole setup.
my whole setup, and then like running into issues and all that. It's discouraging.
Yeah, it really is.
But then you gotta
Yeah.
push through.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
you
like
definitely-
you set a deadline for yourself. It's like I gotta get this done, or else like
Yeah.
my boss, me, is gonna beat me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely that was a very valuable lesson I learned this weekend.
Yeah.
And it was just like I need to stop being such a little bitch.
Yeah.
Just
It's like when-
it's not gonna be perfect.
When you let yourself go downhill, you will go downhill faster.
That's
But then when you go uphill, you'll go uphill faster. So that's and that really applies to anything.
Yeah. Like getting fat.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Getting fat and even like going broke. Like
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, like people with less money like get more poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but yeah, just go uphill, guys. Go uphill.
There you go. Follow your heart, guys. Follow your heart.
Clean your room.
Okay, well, let's take a look.
Some of you will get that. That's a quote from Jordan Peterson.
That was the Ninja Turtles.
It's pretty much the same level of like philosophical.
That was a Ninja Turtles musical. It was like a Christmas musical.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
that was. I think it was a Christmas. It was some kind of musical, but it had that song. Remember?
That's like the one where like they look especially creepy.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah. They like have these bulging eyes and they like talk like yeah. Nightmares.
Nightmare Fuel.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, nightmare fuel. Okay, so I know we're having a good time talking about fun stuff and all, but
That's right.
before we, because I
Move on.
wanted to bring up net neutrality,
Okay.
but that maybe that's too depressing. But I want to bring up this Disney Fox deal.
Acquisition.
I want to go into a little bit more specifics. I pulled up an article that's actually titled "What Disney is Getting from Fox." I'll put it in the link description. In the link description or in the description. the link in the okay. Anyway, so yes, so okay. So it's the deal was price wise what Disney paid for most of 21st Century Fox. That's a good way to put it. $52.4 billion.
Holy.
I think when Disney acquired Marvel, it was what, like 4 billion?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, that it makes sense because Fox has, I guess a large, like not a larger catalog, but like a more.
Marvel wasn't that big when they acquired them. If you think about it.
Yes,
that's
yes,
a good way to
like,
put it.
yeah. Fox is like an established business. Yeah.
But that, I mean,
That makes no sense. Marvel was an established business, but like Fox had more like pop culture influence.
I was reading an article about pretty much the acquisition and how like there was a spin to it, where it was we pretty much we're losing the oldest.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned this.
Oldest comic book the movie franchise, because the very first X-Men movie came out in what, like 2002?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of the first comic books.
It might have actually been 2000.
Oh, okay.
2000
first
was the
big
second
comic
one.
book.
And it's like spanned all the way through now.
Yeah.
And we've kind of lost that in this deal because
That's true. I didn't think about that.
I don't think Marvel's gonna go on with this continuity. They're gonna refresh everything and then find a way to
Integrate them into the MCU.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. That's actually
the article was very like, oh, this is depressing. Like the more I look into it, this deal is really sad.
Yeah.
Because we're losing, in a way, we're losing a big company to an even bigger company. We're losing innovation, and in a weird sense, because it's a big company innovating to stay relevant, and they're just kind of being absorbed by a company that's going to be pumping out pretty much the same movie year after year.
Like I mentioned when the drive here, it's like acquiring Fox like gets rid of competition, but competition breeds innovation.
Yeah.
So it's like if almost all of the major entertainment franchises are like under one banner, it's like it's gonna be like homogenized.
It's a monopoly.
Yeah, and it's like what's the incentive to like improve or like to try new things, you know? It's like Fox, they were already like they were going in like new directions. Even with Deadpool, Logan,
exactly. They were starting to pick it back up. I mean, for a while there, they kind of did like.
It's say what you will about the MCU movies, they're all good, but. They're all good. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. They're really they haven't really tried.
Some of them are willing to take risks and a little bit better than the others.
for sure, and like that's always appreciated. But like, what's the incentive anymore?
Yeah,
to take risks. You know, like if the formula that they keep employing works, like what's the incentive to try something new?
Yeah,
that would just like lose money.
Yeah,
and. Yeah, that's why
it's gonna kill itself off. I think, and
I've
had this argument with
like
before.
the superhero bubble will burst.
Oh, I think so eventually. Yeah. People are gonna get. I mean, people are already kind of getting like oversat.
I mean, the very fact that we're having this conversation
exactly
confirms that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the notable things that Disney is getting from Fox, the Fox I guess acquisition, is the original Star Wars, like the original trilogy.
Yeah.
So I
specialized editions, like officially.
Yeah. So I think
that'd be nice.
I almost want to say like that's. I don't want to say that like that's the main reason they're buying them, but like that's definitely like we got it back.
Oh yeah,
because we have them all now. We have all of our stuff,
and obviously the Marvel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like to make their branding consistent with like the Avatar, the Pandora world, Disney World. Like now they have Avatar.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just reading that right now. They're getting Avatar, and how I mentioned earlier, Disney bought Marvel for $4 billion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they've made it into a
monster.
They've definitely made their money back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so. Yeah, so they're bringing some sport networks. I was telling Javi that pretty much what Fox is keeping is that they're keeping, I think, some affiliate like news stations, like their Fox station, and their affiliates. And I think FS1,
the stuff that doesn't matter.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, the stuff that matters to like normal people.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Normal people are the people who go and watch these comic book movies now.
Yeah, granted. Yeah.
That's
a good way to put it.
The article. I don't know if this is the exact same article I read before, but one of the worries that the Fox employees were having is that they're probably gonna get laid off because Marvel doesn't need that much staff.
Yeah,
because they're doing already they're doing what they're doing already with the set that they have.
Yeah.
Right.
Just having more content to play with, I don't think they need more people.
Yeah.
Because what they're just gonna keep, because they're a lot of what they're getting to is TV networks, and that's just gonna keep running the way it's going to. They're just gonna reap in benefits as well. Their Simpsons is in there too.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot of stuff from this, and it's just.
Don't they have Hulu?
Fox has a stake in Hulu, and
Okay.
Star Wars is getting that stake.
Yeah.
And the big thing is that's. Did I say Star Wars?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Well, it's basically the same.
Disney.
thing now.
Disney's
Star Wars.
getting that stake from Fox, and
That's a
so
pretty big.
And
piece, right?
Disney wants to start up their own streaming service.
That's what I'm saying. The death of Hulu.
So if maybe
There you go.
maybe Disney's just gonna keep like, oh, this is like a satellite. This is more eyeballs on our content, or in a more like morbid thought is that they're just gonna take all their content away from Hulu and then
Death of
let
Hulu.
Hulu die.
Yeah.
Because that'll
amputate it.
Yeah, because that's gonna be another competitor that they don't have to deal with in the streaming space.
Jesus.
Which it just
when
like,
you
now
put
that-
it like
when
that.
you start
Yeah,
to
exactly,
think about
right?
it, it's
Yeah.
actually really depressing.
yeah.
Because we're losing another big studio. Like I was telling Javi that there's the big
Who's
five.
left? It's like
Paramount,
Warner Brothers.
Paramount, Warner Brothers.
I need to look up the
Yeah.
so Warner Brothers was one of them then.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I would assume so.
TriStar, is that
I think that might be like a
Universal?
Universal. I think.
Oh,
is one of
Universal.
them.
That's,
Yeah.
I forgot about Universal. Yeah. There's MGM too.
I think that was like when it first started, when like studios
Yeah.
started coming up. I think that was one of them. But now I'll look it up right now.
There's still a lot of studios for Disney to acquire.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I was telling, I was
Yeah.
I was
Oh yeah, that's something that I pointed out like in the when we came out of The Last Jedi, where it's like how must Warner Brothers feel right now after the Fox acquisition? It's like they must see like the giant silhouette of Mickey Mouse like looming over them.
Yeah, I know.
I was telling Dumb like we're gonna live in a time where Disney just has all superheroes.
They own everything. They own like you.
That's right. I mean,
they basically do
Yeah.
like in some places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen. I just gave them money for a Star Wars review coming soon.
Foreshadowing.
So I still haven't gone to go watch Ragnarok, and I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm just.
it was good.
The thing is, like, I feel so guilty now giving them my money because I love the characters they've brought to me
Miguel.
and fleshed out.
Miguel, what if I told you Disney is the new InBev? They're the InBev of movies.
No.
I don't get that one.
InBev is I'm really anti like big establishment because I'm alternative.
Yeah. Look at my beanie.
Roasted.
Dude, no, look at my saggy baby. And InBev is essentially the Disney of the beer industry because InBev owns all the big beer. Like if you see a beer in the supermarket, most likely it's owned by InBev. So I try to go out of my way to like support small breweries and breweries that are like independently owned.
Yeah.
and hopefully Ballast.
I think Ballast Point, who sponsor us, is like independent.
They're not sponsored, but sponsor us.
Yeah.
That's right. Let me bring up the big studio that made me laugh. Okay, so the big film studios are Fox, which rest in peace. RKO Pictures.
RKO. That's like that's
wow.
old.
This might be back in the day. Paramount, Warner Brothers, and MGM.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's still right. So I think Disney might have gone into the mix and kind of like not separated, but replaced one of the studios that was in.
Yeah, just like swallowed them.
Yeah.
Assimilated them like in the
Yeah.
thing.
Or just like killed them and took their place.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably
Like
RKO.
assassinated.
blob. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, it's a little kind of disheartening.
It is,
for,
yeah.
like the small creators. It's like it is a possibility.
It's kind
that-
of scary to be honest. Like,
No, it's,
yeah,
it
is.
like terrifying.
yeah, this company has like such a big influence on that, not just like entertainment, but like pretty much everything.
everything. Yeah.
Like,
And I think what's almost like part of the horror is like people celebrating.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they're well. Like at first, I was really excited because like, oh, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
my favorite toys
exactly.
playing together
Yeah.
and by someone who knows how to play with their toys.
Yeah,
But then I was like,
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, you
the
kinda think of-
implications
Yeah,
of it is
exactly.
I
The
think it
implications.
really hit when I realized that they weren't just getting their Marvel properties.
Yeah.
Because the deal with Sony was they were just going to get Spider, like pretty much just sharing Spider-Man, right? I don't think Sony sold all the rights because
no.
they're still producing that godforsaken Venom movie, which okay,
Whatever. Yeah, not even worth talking about.
it's
Yeah.
not. But like this is way bigger than that.
Yeah.
Because they're just absorbing a already big film studio and becoming bigger themselves. Because we always like cry out for in the telecom industry, like we always cry out that there are too little companies, internet providers, I should say. But now we're getting this in the entertainment industry. It's like on a kind of like a smaller scale, but they're gonna end up impacting the way we consume media.
Yeah.
And so you're saying Disney is Spectrum? Yeah.
I was gonna mention because I brought this point up when we were about to go watch Star Wars.
Yeah. Which is the irony of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I love these movies, but I just feel like I feel so dirty.
You're part of the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there is-
am.
there is
Yeah,
definitely something
I
off
definitely am. Because I was telling Javi when we were on our way to the movie theater that movie theaters are probably going to be around because Disney's going to.
Oh, that's right. Like
they're
the death of the movie going
Yeah.
experience.
They're gonna own everything. They're just gonna they're gonna realize that we can just make more money by releasing ourselves on the internet.
Streaming.
Yeah. Like what's the point of having a middleman?
That's another like
Yeah.
industry gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. Like you have all these like little like smaller chains that just disappearing, like Krikorian and Downey.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
gone.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Local theater that used to be around for a long
It's
long
like
time.
Yeah.
studio something.
Yeah, it's something
grill,
else now.
Yeah.
A grill for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for reals. Yeah, but like a lot of those like independent
Chains.
yeah, exactly. Chains are just disappearing. They're like being replaced by like all these like big like AMC's and like
Harkins.
Yeah, Harkins.
Yeah.
Cinemark. I think it's kind of getting
Hardware
big
store,
too.
Cinemark is the third biggest.
Yeah. But yeah, like even then, like those big movie theater chains, they'll probably be gone too.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
there really is no use for them unless I remember you brought this up. Unless it's like kind of like a restaurant,
Yeah.
which kind of like a novelty experience. You know,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
eat what eat like have a fine dining while watching a movie.
Yeah.
that could stay.
I think that's
That might stay.
I think
Yeah.
that's the way movie theaters are going to survive. Is that they're going to try to make it more of an experience.
Yeah, well, I mean, look
Right.
at the way they started incorporating the reserved seats. That was something that
That's right. Yeah.
Now pretty much every movie theater has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because the when I was growing up, the only time I saw reserved seating was in Thailand. Yeah, and then like they only like very recently brought it to the States.
Forward thinking.
Yeah, that was like expensive. I remember that because like
Yeah.
I had heard about it, but I was like, oh, if you go to a movie theater where they have reserved seating, that's
Well,
expensive.
That's the
Yeah.
thing is that reserved
Yeah.
seating. The very first time I went to a reserved seating theater, it was like one of those theaters where like they bring food to your
yeah,
to your seats.
Oh,
And,
that's
like,
that's where we saw Star
I
Wars.
wasn't paying for it.
Yeah,
I was like,
uh-huh. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's like the
dine-in theaters.
Yeah.
one of the first times I saw reserved seating was actually like after I saw The Force Awakens.
Mm.
Because when I saw the first Force Awakens with my dad, there was a long ass line in AMC,
Yeah,
AMC Norwalk, and they were renovating.
right.
So like I got to see Force Awakens in like old AMC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like before when like there was not enough leg room
Yeah.
and it's like not reserved seating and
Yeah.
like after I came back like a few months later, it's like wow.
Well,
Yeah.
they have to
How
they
much
have
it
to
changed.
they have to stay competitive and relevant that way because
Yeah.
they can't just be shitty anymore because
Yeah.
all of the theaters started implementing like recliner seats.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
full bars.
they
They,
did,
have more
yeah.
food selections.
Yeah,
Because they
Bars especially, that's
Yeah.
kind of like a big
Yeah.
big deal.
but I think that
I'm not an alcoholic.
I think if they don't start doing that, because there are definitely even another step ahead. There are movie theaters like the Alamo.
Yeah,
like
I
where
was gonna mention the Alamo.
LA is actually getting one.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's still like one step ahead because they'll still which we have movie theaters like that. You can order food and they'll bring it to you at
Yeah,
at
right.
your seat, and they have like good food instead of like that fried crap
Yeah,
you
like
get at the movie
fine
theater.
dining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to start doing that. And I don't know if movie theaters are gonna see that as worth
Put in the investment.
It's a cost.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Worth it,
Yeah.
Like and then like are the amount of people going to movie theaters today, are they going to be able to afford that experience?
Exactly.
And then that could
Yeah.
spell the end of everything.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and that's why those theaters that have already established their system, that's gonna be like like once a month, like a date night kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, that's
Right,
like
exactly.
if you want to go out instead of going out to dinner, you're
Or
gonna
people are
dinner
going
and
to
a
start
movie.
treating it like people like treat Broadway musicals.
Yeah.
You know, $100 seating.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I and TVs keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, what's the point of spending?
Giant curved screens. Like
Yeah.
the sound systems are getting like amazing.
Yeah, and I think Disney's kind of
Have
anticipating.
you been to karaoke at my house?
Disney's kind of anticipating
Yeah.
like streaming as like a
The next big like
yeah.
platform.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, because
yeah.
I mean it's already.
I
Like,
mean, it already
here.
is. Yeah.
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 Like the way for them to like just like finish everything is just to release a new movie. On
Yeah.
a streaming
Yeah.
service.
I mean,
that'd be it.
Streaming killed. I mean, it killed the rental store.
That's right.
yeah. I mean, Netflix pretty much,
Adapted.
Yeah.
Netflix adapted.
Yeah, they
Because
did.
they started out as like a DVD.
Yeah,
service.
just a DVD service. And then after that, they just
went full streaming.
went full streaming. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they still have the DVD service, but I mean, who really?
No one
uses
uses
it?
it.
My stepdad does.
Actually, my dad does too.
God
Oh,
God
nice.
bless his soul, because he'll order movies that are available for streaming.
My dad does the exact same thing. Like, it drives me crazy.
But then there's some movies that are actually not available for streaming. And
Yeah,
then you have to
there
order
are some.
DVDs.
Yeah, I think there.
And then I just like I give up on that movie. I don't bother ordering it.
there actually might be like some anime series too, like that you can get like DVD.
Oh,
for.
okay.
Yeah. It's crazy. Disney's definitely gonna change the streaming world.
Yeah.
Too, because
And even though it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, Netflix is slowly becoming weeb trash. Like
how so?
because they're bringing out like a lot of original Netflix anime series.
Devilman.
Yeah, Devilman Crybaby, like the new Godzilla movie that's an anime is coming out.
They're
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, no.
They also have a lot of like really crappy originals that like you don't even know
Yeah.
exist.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Like I had a friend that
those
like,
kind of just like get pushed to the side though.
yeah, well they're just
Real
pumping
Rob.
they're just pumping
Yeah.
out stuff because I think eventually they're just gonna get rid of like licensed stuff and they're just gonna be like not YouTube but like a network on streaming
I see.
in the online universe.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Because I think Disney's gonna push them to like create more of their original content.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, that like also that new movie with Will Smith, Bright.
Bright.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very yeah. I mean I think I'm gonna watch it. It'd be cool. It'd be convenient to do a review on that movie because we all have. It won't cost us.
I saw the
Well,
Death
not-
Note movie on that. It was bad.
Not
Yeah.
yeah. I saw it too.
Yeah, I saw it on a plane. It
Now
was
now
bad.
that I think about it, like Netflix is kind of like that's a Disney owned property. Well, not really
No,
Disney owned,
no.
but like Disney products are on there. But that's a home for innovation.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
because Bright, it's like a movie like you wouldn't. I don't think any Hollywood producer nowadays
I
would
don't
pick it up.
think
Oh,
so.
yeah, no, definitely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Even the Death Note movie, where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
You
like,
know-
who
you
cares
know-
about this fucking Japanese thing?
Yeah.
You know who's directing Bright?
Who?
David Ayer.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not gonna lose another family.
Oh.
Yeah. And my favorite writer, Max Landis.
Oh,
Spoiler
really?
alert!
Oh, God.
Spoiler alert! I really don't like him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Really?
That. I was
Max
like, he's an
Land-
asshole.
Max Landis is writing Bright.
I think he co-wrote it with David Ayer, and David.
Well, I
Ayer's directing.
actually follow Max Landis on Twitter. God knows why, but he hasn't been talking about it at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it comes out on the 22nd.
Some place shut him up.
soon.
Maybe, but like he's been talking mostly about his the BBC show that he's doing.
Oh, okay.
The Dirk Gently.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently Tumblr loves it.
Of course they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like getting a broad spectrum of opinions. I follow the
right.
president.
He's very extreme with his opinion.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
it's never like in the middle. It's just like
I hate this.
Yeah.
I love this.
I'm
Yeah.
John Landis' son.
nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of scary, man. It's at first.
Love Max Landis.
Yeah, him, his lunacy, and
Max Landis, come on our podcast.
and that
Yeah,
that
He accepts the invitation.
that.
That would be.
Ooh.
I'd be down. I'd be down.
I
Max
mean, me
Landis.
too.
Yeah,
but
I'd be down to talk to him. He seems
What would
like
I-
an interesting guy.
I was like, "What's your?" Because here's the thing, right? I can sit on my high horse all day, but I've never ridden. a
Yeah,
movie.
same.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I just don't like the stuff he's made.
Mm.
To give him some
I
credit.
still haven't seen Chronicle, but apparently
That's a
it's
good movie. It is a good movie.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to see it too.
I do want to watch it though.
This is me backpedaling because like
Okay.
we're gonna get it as a good.
Yeah, I know.
Um.
Oh no, Max Landis, you actually?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
He's not gonna watch a podcast in the hood.
To give him credit, like he writes original shit.
Yeah,
You don't see that. Very
he is
often.
one of the few like people who like are an auteur, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
He makes original concepts, and he like follows through with them.
100%.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Good or bad, but yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of filmmaking.
Mhm.
You know, like you don't know what's gonna stick. You just try everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a Zootopia song.
Is it?
Yeah. Try everything.
There you go.
I think I haven't watched that movie because of you. Because of you.
Because of you.
You've ruined that movie.
It's a good movie.
I
It is
know.
a good
I've
movie.
heard it is
It
good.
has a really like nuanced nuanced message about prejudice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like fucks like
It
me.
is a little heavy-handed, but it's good.
Yeah, but like people like me ruin it for people like Miguel by like drawing shitty fan art.
Was it rule? Is it 24?
No, 34.
34.
34. Yeah. I actually haven't gone full blown, but just been teasing it on social media. It's funny, man.
It's. I think that might be worse because it's just like the neck
It leaves
above.
to the imagination.
Yeah, too much.
Well, thank you. That I take that as a compliment.
I hate you.
I've studied the designs enough to like replicate
You
it.
do pretty.
That's the most frustrating part. Is that they're really well done.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what? Oh God, that's terrible.
Thank you.
Just to like round off with some
positive
I
thoughts?
I just want to bring up some trailers that we watched.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I think are worth mentioning.
Yep.
Kind of just to round off the podcast. Let me look in my notes real quick. The main one though that I can just think of, right off the bat is the Ready Player One.
Yep.
Trailer.
Okay.
Kevin, you just watched
I
it.
just saw it. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I've already been kind of excited for this one. Just I saw the first trailer and I thought it just looked really interesting. And the second one, I saw all because I didn't know they were gonna have that many properties in the movie. Yeah, like I knew I knew they were gonna have like Iron Giant, like a few other I think it's like Universal properties. Not just Universal though. I mean they have like Blizzard properties. They have Tracer from Overwatch on there, Chun-Li from Street Fighter, and like a few other like characters.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's cool. And not only that, but honestly, like the story just sounds kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm. I've
I've actually been tempted just because I've been doing a lot of traveling. Usually I'll download a movie off Netflix, but recently I've been kind of reading a bit more. So I think I'm just gonna buy the book and just and read it before I watch the movie.
It's good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, read it on the plane or something.
You'll be the only one.
Yeah.
You can tell us about it.
Yeah.
So I've been because I saw someone reading it on I think not my last flight, but a flight before that. So I kind of thought about it. Maybe I should check it out.
Yeah.
So,
It's not a
but yeah,
bad idea.
I think it looks good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Well, I also think it looks pretty interesting, but I did mention before we recorded this podcast I have some concerns
Okay.
about the movie. All these properties that they're acquiring for this movie, it's all well and good, right? It's exciting, like you're gonna see all your toys in one place.
Yeah, that's right.
Gundam.
Yeah, especially.
That was one thing I missed.
Yeah.
That was badass.
but here's the thing, like the hype around this movie is based on that. It's
Right.
like, I want to see the Iron Giant and the Gundam on the same screen. I want to see them fight.
Yeah.
But then that's not gonna happen.
Probably not.
That's not gonna happen. And like the concern that I have about the movie is that I hope
they're catching me.
I hope it doesn't rely on like. I get that. Like, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Like I clapped when I saw the Iron
Yeah, I
Giant
know.
because I grew up with it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's like I want there to be a legitimately good story, and there's potential there
Yeah.
because the story of it seems like interesting.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be like just that, like reference the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't want to be like, oh, I know that the movie.
and then
Yeah.
that's why I should like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no, it's like I'm gonna wait until like the movie comes out. I'm gonna judge it as a story.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there's so many properties in there, it's cool, but it's only a bonus.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like Wreck-It Ralph.
I agree. Yeah.
It's like Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph had like all these established video game characters in it, but it was a legitimately good story.
Right.
And that's what made it a
I'm
good
bad,
movie.
and that's okay to be bad.
Exactly.
that's
what
okay. Or-
that's what made it a good movie. It's like the like seeing Zangief and like Kano in there. That was just the bonus.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the movie.
Yeah.
So that's my concerns about Ready
Although
Player One.
it looks like a reboot to Spy Kids 3 Game Over. It's pretty much the same concept.
I hope we see Sylvester Stallone in there.
Yeah, no, take it to the next level.
That's not much of a compliment.
Yeah.
You kind of broke my heart with this movie now.
Yeah. Like is that?
That the trailer was kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Right.
Because at its core, I think the concept looks cool. Because I mean, if you play video games, it's cool because it's like virtual, man. You're the game.
Yeah.
But if the plot's not strong enough to stand on its own
Then
without
it's not
those
gonna be a good
characters,
movie.
yeah, you're right, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the CG like in the game like that was cool to see.
It looks cool. It looks like a little like uncanny valley, but I think it's kind of intentional.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's almost like supposed to look kind of like not like
Yeah.
real like Avatar realistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean I appreciated that like as a gamer.
Yeah.
I have to say it funny because I can't just say gamer seriously. It just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Gamer.
Yeah.
As a gamer.
Gamer. I
As
drink
one-
Monster.
Shake Hydro.
Yeah, I know.
exactly.
Sort of,
But that's actually something I have to look like as a soul search a little bit. Like, am I
Yeah.
gonna enjoy this movie because there's a lot of characters that I recognize and like, or because it's just good good cinema.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like fundamentally, it has to be a good movie.
Mhm.
You know, and like the visuals and like the properties that are in it. That's not what it makes
Yeah.
a good movie.
I think we've come full circle with the Fox deal. Because like we shouldn't just like enjoy the Marvel movie because like its
Yeah.
characters like
Yeah.
bashing into each other. That's a good point.
yeah
Yep, I agree.
because there's good cinema to enjoy that doesn't have Captain America punching Thanos in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. It's
that's
like
depressing.
the fact that like we might get a movie where like Wolverine and Iron Man are on the same screen
Right.
together.
Yeah.
That's only surface level.
Mhm.
Like it depends on what they
It's
do.
like,
with
yeah,
that.
exactly. Like, well, what do they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they do with that? Like, oh, you have this.
They like
cool
high five.
concept.
They high five each other. Like, it's yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know what though? Like cynically speaking, a bunch of fucking Cheeto dusted neckbeards would probably clap.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably will too though.
Here's the thing, Kevin. You'll be damned if I'm not in the movie
Yeah,
theater
I
with you.
Yeah, same. Which is the irony of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheeto doesn't.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I know. Just like
Like for all of
You
the
got it,
concerns.
right?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
For all of the concerns I have about Ready Player One, like I'm gonna see it. Like
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Gundam in a live action movie. Holy shit.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I screeched like a little girl when I saw
that's
the Gundam.
awesome.
Yeah, even me, I was like, oh shit.
But yeah, it just depends on what they do with it.
Yeah.
If
100%.
anything, the Gundam will probably be in there for like a minute.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna be like a little one-off thing.
It'll still be cool to see, but it's just like you're right.
Yeah.
It has to work within the
It
plot.
has to be a good
Yep.
movie.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, another movie, still not an original piece, but I think it's not a superhero movie or like it doesn't have any
Established like
exactly
pop culture.
Annihilation.
Yep. Yeah.
By I want to get this guy. The guy's last name is Garland, but the guy that directed Ex Machina is directing this movie and wrote it. So that's really exciting to see. I always enjoy those movies that the writer directed it to because he has a vision, and he can implement execute it a little more
Yeah, like
effectively.
Garland.
Alex Garland.
Okay.
Is his name.
Okay.
It's based off of a book, right?
Yeah, it's based off a book. I think it's like a 2014 book.
Keep talking.
Yeah,
So not completely original, but like still.
it's
Very
an
inter-
adaptation, but
Yeah. But very very interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the trailer like just now before we recorded, and it looks intense.
Yeah, I thought it's funny because I actually saw it. I was on Facebook. I was in the hotel my last night, and I was on Facebook and I saw it was like a quick little like snippet of it,
Yeah.
and I thought it just looked some like generic like
Monster movie?
monster movie or something.
Yeah.
And then I saw the trailer and I'm like, all right, this looks kind of cool. And then I kind of started doing like a bit more like research into it, and it actually sounds like
But
pretty
yeah,
good.
like there's the thing where it's like the trailer is marketing it kind of like a monster
movie,
like
yeah.
Anaconda. They go to like
Basically,
right.
yeah,
Like,
uh-huh,
but
yeah.
then because of the guy's previous work, you know that it's gonna be more like
psychological.
psychological, like heady. It's
Yeah.
gonna have like big themes about something. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
I think that's why I'm most excited about it is because I Ex Machina is just fantastic.
I still gotta check it out.
It's really
Yeah, same.
Still gotta watch it.
Guys, gotta watch that movie. So it has me excited about this movie and what he's gonna do with it. So look forward to that. I'll like I said, I'm gonna link all of this in the description.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can check it out too if you haven't already. And just to round off quickly the podcast, just to mention very quickly two of our Netflix heroes are getting second seasons. Jessica Jones trailer came out. I think that was announced before, but the trailer is already out. It looks. I mean, it's fine. Nothing crazy was shown.
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, that's right.
We're probably gonna get more as we get closer.
I was expecting a David Tennant cameo.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I thought so too.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
After
Well, he's gonna be in the season.
Is he?
Yeah, he
They-
is gonna
they-
be in
they-
it.
there's-
What?
I think they've taken pictures together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I wonder how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I have
Like a
no-
flashback or
probably-
something.
Yeah, or
Okay.
it's even like a ghost or something.
Yeah,
like that.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jessica. No, Jessica.
And Punisher is getting a season 2.
And I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
How the season ended. There's a lot to go off. I know you didn't.
I'm
Finish
gonna finish it.
Yeah.
I'll give my final thoughts, I guess,
Yeah.
whenever I finish.
Yeah.
it. But those are cool. Those are kind of refreshing to see because it's not the stakes aren't always so high.
Mm-hmm.
It's always just nice to be like they have like kind of their own interpersonal problems.
Yeah,
that
I like that.
they're dealing with.
And
stuff
for
like
those
that.
characters specifically, it works.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
because they're so grounded.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Like the Punisher, like the first few episodes I saw. I mean, do they really make reference to any like
No.
bigger like?
Not really.
I think like there's like one point where they say like something about like superheroes or something.
Yeah.
But
Really?
like
That was just like
yeah,
like, a
yeah,
throwaway
but yeah,
thing.
exactly. But it was nothing really like you know, like oh yeah, like you know this
The
is
big green guy.
exactly
Jessica-
yeah.
in Jessica
the,
Jones.
the incident.
Yeah, they
that-
never mentioned that because it's not relevant to the
yeah,
Punisher's plot.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
that,
cool.
That was just kind of cool to see, like to acknowledge like they're kind of in the same universe.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool. But I mean, we're never gonna see them interact because
That's right.
Yeah,
it's the same reason we have 2 different Flashes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
You want to talk about DCEU or you just want to leave it alone?
what's there to talk about?
I don't know.
It-
Like were they
that they-
completely fucked?
That they fucked up because they didn't take their time like they should have.
Yeah.
Because they have. If we're talking about toys to play with, they have all of them in their toy box to play with.
They have no
Well,
restrictions.
have you heard about the thing where they're gonna start making standalone DC movies that are not even connected to the DCEU?
well, yeah.
that's the last straw.
What are they? What?
yeah.
About
I heard
what?
About that.
Um,
I don't know.
there-
I don't know if it's like
It's gonna be a Lois Lane spinoff.
No, here's the thing: a Joker movie that's not Jared Leto. But
or Batman with no Ben Affleck.
yeah.
So
But here's the weird.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
Ben Affleck's pretty much done.
They're, you know what though? I heard something about they're thinking Jake Gyllenhaal.
Heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be a good Nightwing, not a good Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's
Ben
what they said
Affleck's
about
pretty
Ben
much
Affleck.
like done.
What are they doing?
I don't know. Well,
don't
the weird thing about the Joker movie, it's gonna be directed by Todd Phillips, Hangover guy, and
God.
War Dogs guy.
Really?
Yeah, and
War
produced.
Dogs was a fun
Yeah.
movie.
War Dogs was
Produced.
fun,
Here's the thing: produced by Martin Scorsese.
Oh my god. What the hell?
I'm.
So like a Joker movie with that's like okay.
Well, I mean, what? I guess what can they do?
Leonardo DiCaprio's the Joker.
Yeah.
And Margot, they just bring Margot, just
Yeah.
bring that
Yeah,
dynamic back. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. It's
that's fucked.
and then the fact that
It's
you know
all
the,
over the place.
yeah like the Shazam movie that's coming out. They're saying that it's gonna have like loose ties to DCU.
Oh yeah, like Zachary Levi. Uh-huh.
something like
Yeah. I'm just gonna make a controversial comment here.
Go
I
ahead.
like Justice League.
I didn't watch
Yeah,
it. So
okay.
I can't say.
I like it.
I haven't watched
Uh-huh.
it either.
I think all the shit it got
Uh-huh.
was definitely
Undeserved.
I like how you said that too. All right, definitely the movie does have its flaws. It's definitely not as bad as everyone said it was.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not as bad as Suicide
It's not-
Squad.
yeah.
Definitely
Okay.
not.
BB
It's
Superman.
entertaining.
Okay.
You can tell like, you know, there's a lot of like
You said Superman.
yeah.
I know the memes coming out of the
the what?
fucking upper lip.
Oh,
It's like
yeah. And you
Yeah,
know,
that's good.
it's funny.
That's a good
I didn't know about the chin, so when I saw it, it did look off. Something looked weird about it, and then when I found out later, like you know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But what I did like about it, and I don't want to say too much. Were you planning on watching it, or?
I mean, I feel that there's really nothing to
spoil.
spoil.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You go ahead.
It's
I
just
don't-
seeing.
yeah,
It's just seeing. Like it's we're keep going back to this. Just seeing toys. Like
Yeah.
yeah. What I did like about it though is that I think this movie did justice to Superman, whereas the other movies didn't.
okay.
Okay.
Because I think
his
this.
costume's a bit brighter.
Yeah. Not only that, but I think his personality was more Superman. Better. I think Henry Cavill finally was like able to like get into like the whole like
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a scene that I really like, and it's very Joss Whedon. But like it's like towards the end when he's like when they're fighting whatever, he's like, "What can I do to help?" And like I felt that was
cool.
that was very Superman.
Cool. That's cool.
And
Okay.
like there's like he does like a thing where he's like civilians. And and then like Batman's like, it's fine, like Flash can take care of it, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, he needs help, and he like,
Oh,
takes
okay.
out, yeah, and
That
I
sounds
like
good.
that.
That alone, I think I might go watch it.
Yeah, me too. That
All right,
sounds good.
I won't say too much else,
okay.
but that was that. I was like, that
That's
was
cool.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like Henry Cavill is clearly a Superman fan. It's just
Yeah.
like he wasn't given the right material.
Exactly.
He was
yeah.
just like, you're gonna snap his fucking neck.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to be Superman. What
Yeah, I
is
know.
this?
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
A lot of people are gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I practically caused 9/11.
Yeah. Times 10.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good place to end.
That's,
That was a good note to end off. That made me happy.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's not
like,
that bad.
any closing words?
No, I think that's a good place to end. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, like the whole like plugs and all that.
What plugs?
Social medias.
Oh, well, no, I know. I wasn't just gonna cut it like, oh, bye. No,
okay.
I'm doing my whole spiel.
I mean, that's what I would do, but
Yeah. Wait a
Um,
minute. Aren't we missing a big movie that came out yesterday or the day before?
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you
Okay,
go,
so I guess
yeah.
we can tease to that. So, we haven't talked. We didn't really talk about Star Wars on this podcast because we want to give you guys at least a week because we are gonna do a review. That's gonna be coming out the Friday that this podcast gets released. So I guess this Friday. I'm not good at talking like I'm in the future. So,
You'll get used to it.
yeah. So it'll be released this Friday. So watch out for that. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. You should watch it because we're going to be talking about it in depth. I think spoilers included because I think it'll do it an injustice if we don't mention the specific details and why we liked it and why we didn't. On that note, though, thank you for joining us for this podcast. If you liked it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow all of our social media in the links in the description down below. SoundCloud is still active. So if you guys want to listen to it in your car, if you guys are going on a trip or on your way to work, SoundCloud is in the description. So just audio version is going to be down there. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bye.
See you later.